Hello everyone, welcome back to the Integrity Botanicals YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be doing another one of my sit-down focused brand reviews, and this time it's going to be for Free and True skincare. This is a relatively new launch on the website. I have been getting familiar. You've heard of my thoughts and opinions on a couple of these products already, but today we're going to sit down, dive deep, discuss the line and all of the products at length, and as always, open up a conversation between us. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, I am more than happy to address them. Or if you were unaware that this was even on the website, this is a fantastic way to get familiar with the line and see what products really stick out to you. So Free and True in and of itself is a relatively new brand. Tommy Blake launched this line in 2019. Tommy Blake is an amazing licensed esthetician, and she did actually own her own spa from 2013 up until the point that she started this skincare line. So this woman is a woman who knows what she is talking about, and the whole ethos behind the brand, and I think why it has been so palatable and welcoming to me, is that it is a simplistic line. It's all about balanced skin. All of the formulas are pH balanced. Very few of the products have essential oils. So it's really good for so many different skin types. And the perspective that she's sort of coming from when creating this line is, what would it be like to have a facial? What would I use to cleanse, nourish, mask the skin? And what would layer in a way that would make sense? What's an exfoliating step? What's a masking step? What's a nourishing step? And I really like that, because not only is this great to use on its own, but it's not marketed for you to have 3 steps exactly from this line. You could fill in the blanks with your current skincare routine with a lot of these items. And a couple points I wanted to make before we dive into specific products is that the packaging, I think, is fantastic. They're all glass bottles, whatever it may be. They have this little wooden detail here, and my favorite part is that the packaging locks. If you turn it, boom, good to travel, and you don't need a flimsy plastic cap that you're gonna lose anyway. Is that just me? I do not think so. I did also want to make note that all of the products in the line are vegan. The only thing that is not is their honey mask, which we, of course, will get to. And they do also source locally where they can. So the lemon balm used in these products is all natural, as well as the horsetail and raw honey used in the mask. So I love this line. I'm so excited to sort of dive right into it. I'll speak about my experience with the products that I have had the opportunity to try. And then if you have any questions, anything like that, if I do not know the answer, then I do have a point of contact to get that answer for you. So let's dive right in. Let's start with our cleansers. So a cleanser that I use every single morning is the Marigold Morning Creamy Gel Cleanser. Now, I love something like this in the mornings. It's easy, it's fuss-free. You just apply 1 to 2 drops on your dry skin. It's safe to use in the eyes because it is that pH balanced formula. It doesn't burn the eyes at all. It is labeled as a morning cleanser, but she did say that you could use this at any time that you like. I like something a little bit more gentle for the morning, and then I'll go with a more intense 2-step routine in the evening. So I've been loving this for the morning time. In here there is hyaluronic acid, sunflower oil, calendula, which is antimicrobial and incredibly soothing, as well as plantain leaf in here. There's also papaya. Papaya has a very gentle exfoliant as well. It's just a good, easy, fuss-free cleanser that I use every single morning. There's nothing not to like about that one. It's nice and hydrating, but it's not an overly rich product. It does leave the skin feeling nice and balanced. Now for your PM option, they do have this fantastic balm cleanser. This is their Moonlight Milk, and what I love about it is that it is a water-soluble formula. It removes your makeup beautifully, and it has a really nice jasmine scent that is quite fragrant. So if that's not for you, then definitely keep that in mind. But what's cool about this is that not only does it remove your makeup amazing, it's very creamy and emollient. You'll see it turns into an oil from this balm texture. And the oils in here are jojoba, there's camellia oil, there's mango butter, there's calendula extract in here as well. And it really just melts the makeup right off. And again, a water-soluble formula. So you do get this little tool so you could dispense the product out without getting your finger in there. But she did also let me know that you could use this as a mask. So if you leave it on the skin for 2 to 3 minutes, it could actually be quite a hydrating little number. So I have yet to try it as that, but I do wear quite a bit of eye makeup, as you all know. That's definitely my preference, and it breaks it down with ease without burning the eyes at all. I have really enjoyed using that. And then I'll go in with my PM cleanser of choice, which they did just release a new one that we'll talk about here towards the end. But I'll go with like my Tata Harper or something like that. Moving right on to serums. This is one that I am an enormous fan of. This is their Ramblin' Rose Soothing Hydrating Serum. And this is essentially the hyaluronic serum of your dreams. Hyaluronic serums are such a nice added step because they are so incredibly lightweight, but they do help with moisture retention in the skin. So this is in a base of pomegranate juice, rose, and neroli. So it is beautifully scented. You're meant to apply this just to your slightly damp skin. So I usually will take a hydrosol of my choice post cleansing, mist that, and then apply this to the skin. Now, since this is so thin in texture, it is absolutely designed to layer. It is an oil-free formula, so sometimes if you over apply, not if you apply the proper amount, it will be a bit sticky in the skin. So if it starts feeling sticky, that means you used a little bit too much, so maybe take the excess down the neck and onto the décolleté as well. But I honestly use like half a pump, and that is more than enough to apply all over my face. If you want to avoid that feeling sticky at all, just avoid overusing the product. This is made to mix layer, like I've already said, so you could take a pump of the Freedom Fighter facial oil or the facial oil of your choice and do that as well. When you are applying this, I did also want to make note that because it is relatively thin in texture, occasionally you can experience pilling. That again is due to over application. So just make sure that you are playing with this product so you can get it nice and comfortable for you. Always better to apply a little too little than it is to apply a little too much, because you can always add a little bit more as opposed to remove it. So hyaluronic serum, like I said, really great for moisture retention in the skin and a really nice balancing step as well. Even if you find that you have very oily skin, that is usually due to the fact that your skin is so dry that it is making up for having no oil in the skin by producing excess. So this is a really nice, easy step to add into the routine, and it smells lovely. Another serum that we have is their Bright Side Vitamin C Serum. This I only have a little tiny sample of, but this, of course, vitamin C. I think we all know what vitamin C is. There's a lot of great serums out there, but this one's fantastic because it does have a 10%, I'm gonna read from the paper here because this is a word and a half, tetrahexyldecyl acerbate, which is the form of vitamin C. It's incredibly potent as well as stable in this form. So that's very important because it is a liquidy base. Sometimes more intense potency is in powder form, but this is all ready to go. So you're going to cleanse, you're going to tone, and then you're going to apply this guy. This is meant to treat uneven skin tone, hyperpigmentation, sunspots, acne scars, discoloration. I've got a little bit of an acne spot right here, and I have been using this vitamin C serum, and I do find that it is looking more and more faint by the day. I do have a very minimal amount of this, so who's to say what the long-term effects will be, but that is definitely the goal. So if you have roughness, uneven texture, discoloration in the skin, this is gonna be something that you love. I did want to make a point with all vitamin C serums. It's very important that you shake this product, so make sure that you are doing so that way it is not overly separated and that you can apply it with ease. There is 5% niacinamide in here as well. That's great for the skin texture that I spoke about, as well as the pore size. Niacinamide can sometimes create a little bit of a flush in the skin, so if you realize that you're getting a little bit rosy, that is to be expected. Your skin will adapt over time. It is not an intense enough amount where you need to fear this product. You could still use this if you have sensitive skin. So you can layer this on top of the Ramblin' Rose serum, then top that with the Freedom Fighter serum as well. Again, this one is designed to layer, a really great morning step. Do just make sure that you are applying SPF if you are using vitamin C in either the morning or the evening, you could use it for both. Now let's move on to this Freedom Fighter antioxidant facial oil that I've been speaking so much about. It's just a really good, easy oil. If you are an oil beginner, I highly recommend this one. You could use anywhere from 1 to 6 drops in the face. I probably sit right in the middle at 3 or 4 because I pull it down my neck as well. This is a super fruit heavy and incredibly lightweight formulation. I did want to share the texture with you, even though this is a sample. So this you also apply on damp skin. Any sort of oil-based products do blend the most wonderfully when you apply them like that, but this is so lightweight, it sinks right in, so it makes it A, really great for someone who's maybe unfamiliar with facial oils because it's very approachable, you don't have to worry about it feeling greasy on the skin. B, great for someone who wants to wear this underneath makeup. It makes an amazing base and your makeup will glide right on. So I did say that this is very super fruit heavy. So in here we have cranberry oil, we have raspberry oil, there's CoQ10 in here, as well as sea buckthorn oil. A lot of just buzzword ingredients for my skin. Incredibly moisturizing, antioxidant rich, of course, as the name would suggest, and just a really good, easy option. Again, designed to layer. Are you sensing a theme here from someone who used to be a facialist? Yes. Very important step. So another moisturizing option, they do have their Mama Pacha Moisture Infusion Cream. So this is like your traditional cream moisturizer. So you could cleanse and just throw this on. That would be your easy 2-step routine. If you are not a fan of layering, you want the most fuss-free step possible. Men in your life always come to mind. Cleanse with your marigold morning, throw this guy on, and you are good to go. In this formulation, there is peptides. There is also mango seed butter that we see in here again. There's avocado oil and hyaluronic acid. You can mix and match this if you choose, but it's a really good one-and-done product because it's going to be a little bit more industrial than something like your Freedom Fighter. It is a little bit more of a rich moisturizer, but it's not heavy, thick, or balmy. I could definitely see makeup applying really beautifully on top of this as well. It's just a nice hydrating formula with beautiful ingredients. It's a nice, simple cream, and that is the name of the game. Then we have a toning option. This I only have the little sample of as well. This is their Moment of Clarity AHA Complex Toner. So this is designed for PM use. You're actually going to apply this onto a cotton round. She did let me know that the packaging that it is in currently, it almost is like a spray. You don't want to spray this all over your face. Cotton round first, then apply it all over the skin. You're going to do this 2 to 3 times a week. So of course, AHAs, alpha hydroxy acids, they do help with a little bit of cellular turnover on the skin. They help, again, with hyperpigmentation, dark spots, any sort of congested skin. These type of products are great for that, but this is a really nice, gentle way of doing so because it is formulated with natural fruit acids. This product is also formulated with aloe vera as its base, which is always an amazing sign. It's not overly diluted with water, as well as a rose hydrosol, which is incredibly soothing to the skin. So what's really unique about this product is that it gives you all of the intensity of that AHA exfoliation, which isn't too crazy. Again, it's a 6% complex. So it's nothing too intense. If you have more sensitive skin, you should be fine to use this a couple times a week as well. Is that it's also very nourishing to the skin as well. So those type of products can occasionally be stripping, especially if they're very powerful. That is not the case with this, but it does have that beautiful, delicate balance that makes it a wonderful added step into your routine. So again, cotton rounds all over the face in the PM, 2 to 3 times a week, and you will notice a difference in the fine lines, texture, discoloration of the skin as well. Okay, so moving right along to the face mask. This is their Raw and Wild Illuminating Honey Mask. So of course, is that beautiful locally sourced raw honey that I spoke about. There is pearl extract in here, pomegranate enzymes which help with that really light exfoliation, a lavender hydrosol, and kaolin clay. So a lot of the properties of this mask do remind me a little bit of the May Lindstrom Honey Mud, although the Honey Mud didn't have any of the exfoliation properties. So you don't need to use this at the same exact time as you're using your AHA treatment. Do this on different nights. That way it's just not too intense on the skin. But you leave this on for 5 to 15 minutes. It's a little bit more of a runny honey texture. So you can just apply a light layer all over the skin, 5 to 15 minutes. It does also say that you could use it as a cleanser, which I have not tried to do yet, but I could see being really, really effective. And you could use it about 1 time a week, even in the shower. If you apply this on, do all your business with everything else, then wash your hair, take the face mask off. You will be just pleasantly surprised with the fresh new skin that is left behind. So I always love honey mask because honey is antimicrobial paired with that kaolin clay. It does a great job at pulling out any excess impurities, as well as, of course, exfoliating the skin with those fruit enzymes, and then of course very intensely hydrating the skin with the honey, with the lavender hydrosol and everything like that. So this is a good, does a little bit of everything, once a week little reset mask. It is an absolute treat and it smells fantastic. Moving right along to their latest release, I have just received some Getting Familiar, and it is something worth getting excited about. This is their Soft Power Cleansing Powder and Exfoliant. So this is a powder cleanser, that's why the top doesn't have a pump or anything like that. So you're gonna take a little bit of it in the palm of your hand, add a couple drops of water. You can also mix it with the Moonlight Milk. You can sort of get creative with the mixing and matching here, but on its own, you just mix it with a little bit of water. It will emulsify and turn into really a quite creamy texture. It's not gritty at all. She did say that this is great for those of you who cannot use any chemical exfoliating treatments. If your skin is just that sensitive, it's gonna be a great way to get that little bit of exfoliation in. So there is a coconut base, so it smells delicious. There's banana powder. That combination is like what my dreams are made of. There is also coconut milk, colloidal oats in here as well that add to that sweet scent. And it is a waterless formula. So you add the little water yourself, comes as a powder, and you get about 80 washes in here. She said she broke it down. It's somewhere in that wheelhouse. So about a tablespoon of product, a little bit of water, and it is such a treat to apply to the skin. So you could use this as a second cleanse. You could mix it in with your Moonlight Milk, as I've already expressed as well. There's no essential oils in here. So this is really just a great PM creamy cleanser or a fabulous exfoliating treatment for those of you who have more sensitive skin. This would be a great product to look into. I have so been enjoying using it, but this is new on the shelf for me and new on the Integrity Botanicals website as well. So let's round things off with my very favorite product from the entire line. I was not expecting for this to be my favorite, but boy is it. And this is their Body Profit Body Serum. This is fantastic because it is so lightweight. In the wintertime you could layer it, but it does provide such a rich, healthy amount of moisture, but it will not prevent you from getting dressed immediately after. It's got a really nice, just herbally mild scent. So if you want something that's not overly fragrant, this would be fantastic for you. It's great for those of you if you have eczema. It works really well on that. Any post sun skin because of the ingredients in here as well. There is sea buckthorn, olive leaf, pumpkin, aloe vera juice, geranium oil. So it's really soothing yet intensely nourishing, yet in a very lightweight formula. It's like the product of my dreams. I cannot say enough good things about this guy. Has a pump, could not be any more easy to apply, and I've been using this on an every single day basis with just a big old smile on my face. If you are having a tough time finding a body product that you love, I highly recommend checking this guy out. And finally, to sort of tie a neat little bow on this, if you're like, hey, a lot of things actually intrigue me and I want to kind of get my feet wet before I jump into this, they offer amazing sample packs where you are getting deluxe samples like the ones that I've sort of showed you here in this video. Those exact sizes, you'll be getting that 68 bucks, one of everything. The only thing that excludes is their Soft Power cleanser because this is brand new, but we do offer samples of that on the Integrity Botanicals website. You do get 3 free with any Integrity Botanicals purchase, so you could always throw that guy on as well. A really cool way to try the line and try it in a real way. It's not a little sachet where you get one use out of it. This you'll be like, yes, I see a difference. No, it's not for me. Or yes, I've got to have it like yesterday. All of the above. So Again, Tony Blake, founder of this line. I had such a nice time speaking with her. She is not only just clearly a skincare genius, but a very, very lovely lady, and supporting her just brings a smile to my face as well. So Free and True, newly launched on the Integrity Botanicals website. That is a little bit about their beautiful skincare collection that you can mix and match with your own, or if you want something really simple to use on a day-to-day basis, you could do that as well. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please make sure that you leave a comment down below. If you like when I do these breakdown videos, I have done several for so many different lines on the website, then please give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe, because I do upload new videos here every single Monday, and I don't want you guys to miss them. But I thank you all so much for watching as always. I thank you so much for the endless amounts of love and support. Anything that you want to shop will be in the description box down below. You could read further into ingredients list or pick up that sample pack and get to playing. But thank you all so very much again, and I look forward to seeing you in my next one. Bye.